We're going to go ahead and pull some cards specifically for twin flames to see what is going on for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine collective. Yes, this video is for you. Every one of you does have a twin flame. Usually when you're going through your spiritual awakening and ascension process, you're being guided to them at some point in time as well too. Just kind of depends on your own situation, as I say. So take what resonates for you, as this is just a general reading as well too. So it's a quiet weekend, but trust me, it won't stay that way. We have some really big astrological alignments coming at us this week. We have on Monday kicking the week off with a Moonus and Veen conjunction. This will happen on Monday and Tuesday, some really big alignments. This is also huge for twin flames. We have a couple of other astrological alignments too. I'm not going to get too into it. You guys can always find the article I just posted on my website if you want to go more into the astrology. I just put one up about this week's energy, and you can always find that on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com. So a lot of moon energy, we can tap into all of this energy kind of combined. This means things are going to come to light about your love life. Sometimes this is actually the unconscious, things that are coming up for you during this time, things that need to be healed. This is where everyone's at as well too. We also have the 111 porthole coming at us this week. On that same day, we have a Capricorn new moon. We also have a Chiron Venus combination happening on that same day. That means that this Capricorn new moon is all about your love life and even the next 6 months ahead. We've entered into January. We're still in Capricorn season. We have exactly 2 weeks left too of Capricorn season. This is all about planning your next 6 months ahead or even your future, getting in alignment with your goals. We have a lot coming up around getting back on track with your work, financially, and within your love life. But let's just go ahead and pull some cards specifically for twin flames, starting with the divine feminine. We'll do a reading. These are my cards that I made too, that I've been using. Let's see. So lots happening, as this is one of the most productive months of the year. You want to be tapping into these Capricorn energies. Now we have a lot of karmic energies coming up. This is the whole purpose of Earth as well too. You've been here working on certain karmic lessons. We also have a lot coming up. I don't want to say daddy energy, coming up father energy. This might relate to you, as we're going to start with the divine feminine reading first and healing these wounds and how you've been affected by them in your lifetime. So we have a lot of that coming up for the divine feminine right now. Could be healing inner child kind of things happening. So lots of different things coming up. We want to be tapping into these energies though to get things done. So a lot of karmic energy also coming up at play, especially within your love life. Is this where you see it the most? Sometimes these are patterns, things that you need to heal. Now, this is a good time to be shifting that inner narrative too that you're telling yourself. In order to shift your outer reality, you have to start with your thoughts and things like that. Huge manifesting energy that we're in right now too, these last 2 weeks of Capricorn season. We will shift into Aquarius season in exactly 2 weeks. And on that day, we also have a really powerful Pleiadian alignment too. So lots of beautiful energies moving us into, well, I don't want to say the new year, into the year ahead, right? All right, so we're going to start with the divine feminine. I will wait for you. There's no one else. So I've only learned how to navigate this process because you guys know that I am an energy worker. I am a healer, and I go really deep into healing during the ascension. And of course, I'm doing a lot of twin flame work as well too. Learning that if you're in separation, the reason why, and so I'm just going to kind of put this in there, everyone's at different places. Some of you guys are literally in separation and left like what happened. Some of you guys are in union and still working through the same issues that are going to come up, right? So in this separation, a lot of you guys will have no contact. This could be blocked everywhere, no communication. The reason why, and this is more common than you think, is so that you can work on your side of things. You've been putting too much focus on your twin flame, their flaws, their issues, and you need to flip the mirror and to work on yourself in these areas as well too. So this can happen. It's a blessing in disguise. This is not a 3D connection. This is also a spiritual connection on a higher level. You're being guided to connect on a 5D level as well too. So if there is a distance, there's a separation, you're learning how to connect through telepathic messages, tapping in signs, your guidance, and even dreams that are coming through. Trust me, you're always having communication more than you think. Oftentimes it's on the 5D level as well too. You're being guided to shift this. You have to. And this is where I'm going to say real quick, get a reading. Like, it's going to help you. Someone says with what? Healing your love life, going into your life and what's going on. This is the ascension. The energies are going to get very powerful, and they're just intensifying and amplifying whatever's coming up for you in your life during this time. And if you guys are kind of stuck energetically, because you're having to do a lot of healing work and facing things and clearing things like never before in this lifetime within the ascension, start with a twin flame or a relationship reading. It will help you a ton. I always say do the healing sessions too. Oftentimes you guys are just simply not activated enough if you're having issues within the twin flame journey, because it kind of accelerates your ascension and the things coming up. So make sure you guys are checking out the energy healing work that I do. You guys should be doing double clearing work if you are a twin flame, because you're having that much energy, we'll say energy coming up, purging out of your system. You're dealing with a lot of toxins, blocks, different things that are going to surface as well too. So make sure you guys are doing the healing work. And I also do twin flame coaching, which I do recommend from getting out of separation. And a lot of people are like, well, why with you? Because I'm getting really good at this process and moving you guys out of these states and into higher vibrational states like union and things like that. And that is where the union happens. So oftentimes you're going to have to do a lot of inner work on your narrative, your thoughts, what you're manifesting, because you're manifesting every second of this and your life, and kind of doing that inner work. So you'll probably need help with it, because a lot of people aren't recognizing the process, especially if you haven't gone through it and you're new to it and you just hit that separation space, or you're in separation and stuck. Make sure you guys are doing the twin flame coaching, and it will help you a ton. You are my past and my future, and this is important too. Knowing that this person is going to infinitely play a part in your journey, whether it's past lifetimes. Twin flames are very past life connected, or even in this life, and then sometimes they'll come back around. And this is how you can tell that this is a true twin flame union or a destined connection, by how your paths are interweaved. You guys are both going to have karmic lessons. And the thing is if you have a heavy karmic load, that won't be done with your twin flame generally. Some of it may be, but they're going to do it with other people you have in your lifetime too. And this is why it's very important that you're clearing and cleansing yourself of karmic energies. If you're in a separation, or if your twin flame has a lot of karma, or with other people, or you do more karmic clearing work and things like that. It will help you so much. So when you do the healing on yourself, you're going to heal your twin flame. There's a reflective quality that most people don't realize. It's all about your energy. So whatever's happening with your twin flame is actually a reflection of your energetic state and what's going on within you and with your energy. And this is why you got to stay in these higher vibrational states and come into a deeper alignment to be in a beautiful union, because they're always going to be reflecting your own energy back to you and where you're at. So if there's separation issues, disagreements, it's something going on with your energy as well too. Take care of your energy right now. This person is worth waiting for. And then sometimes some of you guys don't like that. Again, I see the frustration, because a lot of times you guys just want physical union. This is so past that. This person is here to trigger you, to shake up your reality, to awaken you, to show you your healing work and the issues that you need to do. They're most certainly going to trigger all of your insecurities. It's going to trigger your ego, your energy, all sorts of things internally. They're meant to. You can't hold on to these old energies and ascend with them. So they're here to trigger all of your baggage. You're supposed to come into union. And then the thing is that it's not going to happen in your time. The more that you push for it, the more you'll push away this person generally. So you're being guided to work on yourself in this space. Doesn't matter where you're at. Some of you guys are in union and equally, needing to work on certain things to make this union journey a lot smoother too. Every day I pray to be with you. This person is also manifesting you. Oftentimes you guys are just seeing your side of things. And this is where the gifts come in. Your twin flame is going through everything on the other side of things. They're going through this experience with you, whether with you in union or even in separation, literally. And a lot of times you guys can't see that if you're in pain or you're going through stuff, your twin flame most certainly is too. Know that they're manifesting you just as much. I have seen visions and glimpses of our future together, and that's where you first come together. Usually, it can happen in different ways. Some of you guys have come together and spent a lot of time together and talked about the future, planned the future, talked about your own goals, dreams, and seen how nice it was. Like I talk about when you're just hanging out with your twin flame and you're talking about things, you're manifesting and you're putting it out there, and it's powerful when you do it together. And so usually you guys will have come together a little bit and then gone into separation, or you guys have been around each other a little bit and not come together, not even merged or things like that. And the reason why is because twin flames merge on every level. So when you guys are just around each other, this is not the 3D relationship. You're around each other, your chakra systems and your energy bodies begin to merge together into one. When you're in a full union, you will have merged together into oneness fully, and on an energetic level too. So during that process, you guys come together and it feels really good, and you guys are figuring out you're a nice fit. What happens is all of the blocks, wounds, and things that you've stored in your energy body and in your chakras begin to surface. And this is usually what pushes apart the twin flames into separation, and you're being guided to really, really clear your chakras and work on your energy and different things like that. So just know oftentimes that's part of the process. So if there's like karma and things like that, it will come to the surface and create imbalances within the connection. So stuff to clear, it pushes all of the karma to the surface. Oftentimes that can be karmic contracts with others and things suddenly that come up that need completed even. I'm having a hard time letting go of my old life. This is it right here. We should have ascended into a fifth dimensional state of consciousness, but I would be willing to bet, and I'm going to be nice with this statistic, half of the planet hasn't. We're like, oh my God. And the energies are there. They're at that point. So a lot of people are struggling to integrate into the new and within the ascension because they don't even know the ascension is happening. And so we have that kind of factor where a lot of people are trying to really hold on to their old life, even look backwards. And it could just be the 3D construct of things, ego, blocks, and getting in the way, not fully opening up within the connection, which is going to take a full 5D alignment too. So it's taking a lot of energy work and just individual work on yourself as a person. And this is where sometimes, not all the time, sometimes one of the twin flames may be awakened first or a little more awake. If you guys are into this spiritual awakening, into this kind of stuff, you're being guided to do the work. You have to anyways. As I said, they're a reflection of your inner state. So you're being guided to do the energy work, which will shift both of you. We were created out of the same embers of the same stars. I talk about I talk about the cosmic egg and the source split and things like that. So when you come into this oneness and do it again, it can be very painful, in fact, as well too, because your soul is desiring to merge back into oneness, whether with other aspects of it or most deeply with your twin flame as well too. This is why there's a very magnetic factor past some of the 3D stuff on a spiritual and a soul level, pulling you together. Higher forces are trying to guide us together. You will be guided together and even back together at different times. It just kind of depends on your situation. Oftentimes, yes, you're having to do the deeper work with it too, but there are higher forces that are around you. You want to connect not with your twin flame in an obsessive way, but you want to connect with source more. This is it right here. Now, the thing is, I do a lot of inner child healing, because when you go into separation, it's not your twin flame that's triggering this stuff. It's your own unhealed baggage from inner child that you need to go back and heal. That has a lot to do with your attachment style and things like that. So as a child, we first learn how to connect with our parents for energy in a very unhealthy way oftentimes, right? And a dynamic, then we try to look for that in other people and partners to make us feel good. Now, the thing is, we shouldn't be connecting to people like that, and it tends to become unhealthy and even draining and, not work out in the long run. We need to be connected with our spiritual self, our higher self, and source in that way as well, too. So if you're in a separation, the best thing that you can do, or anytime anyway, is nothing to do with that. We should be connecting with source, connecting with these higher energies that are also guiding us. They're talking to us, they're guiding us in our life, right? We're getting a lot of insights, premonitions, ideas, right? And flowing with this energy. The more connected we are, the more we're kind of buzzing with energy. The more that we're disconnected, we're in the lower states and we're not feeling good. Now, with twin flame separation, it'll put you right into the lower states, because it's going to show you just how disconnected you were, that you were connecting with your twin flame as that energy source, and that is not healthy for either of you guys, and in fact probably imploded, causing a separation, and that you need to really work on your spiritual connection. And this is important too. So connecting with source more, I always say do more energy healing. So it's going to connect you with the energies. I am a galactic healer as well too. Someone was asking me in my inbox what kind of abilities I have. All of the clairs. I think we should anyway in the 5D. And so, you know, it's just kind of different. So I am a galactic healer. I work with the galactic energies coming into the planet with the ascension specifically. And of course, source energies when I'm doing sessions and things like that. So working on connecting more with these source energies. From the moment I saw you, I knew you were the one. So this moon is going to have you guys questioning if you found the one. This is a big part of the process, especially in separation. Not in union, sometimes in union, but more in the separation. You're going to be questioning everything about this connection, and this is the purge that's coming up. You're going to have a lot of negative thoughts that surface. It could be even, hopefully not, but it could be negative thoughts about this person, yourself, things that are going on. And this is the ego going crazy, I always say, right? It's going to push your ego to, you know, I don't want to say self-destruct or implode, but yes, you need to come out of that like you're that person past all of that too. And so this is an important part of it too. This new moon in Capricorn is going to have you questioning things with your twin flame if this is the one. And you'll know because the search is over, I always say, with this person. You're being guided on some level. This is why I think the reading work is very beneficial, to be checking astrology and your Akashic on things. I still have karmic situations that I need to clear on my end. I'm doing the work to get to you. Okay, the thing is that I know we don't like that word karma, but we all have karma currently here on Earth. And you'll say, no, I'm done with it. You wouldn't be on the planet anymore. You would have completed your soul mission and your purpose. So karma is what keeps us tethered to the planet as well too. When we complete our karma, we go on some type of level. So we all have different lessons that we need to move through, and sometimes we want to avoid them and not move through them. We need to move through certain situations. Oftentimes they're connected with our deepest healing too. We know our wounds are and things that are coming up as well too. Integrating these lessons. This is karma season. We're in Capricorn season. All about integrating these spiritual and soul lessons that we've learned through this lifetime so that they are no longer affecting our relationships, especially our twin flame relationship as well too. Clearing your karmic baggage. You got to do that one-on-one or by yourself, right? So you'll have different paths. You'll notice you and your twin flame, you have same core wounds and different things, but you have different karmic experiences coming up in this lifetime. You have triggered such intense emotions in me. And I always say those are the purging, the things, waves of emotions that come up. They could be negative and positive. Sometimes they'll be really positive in union, sometimes really negative in the separations. This is an energy clearing that you're needing to do. And when you're having a lot of negative emotions come up, clear your energy. Or you don't want to sit in that, and you definitely don't want to transfer that or send that to your twin flame. If you're in a separation and your twin flame seems to be avoiding you, or there's not a lot of communication or contact, it's your energy, you're repelling them. You have a lot of negativity in your system. When you're in a positive energy, they'll actually come to you and start talking to you. When you're in a very negative mindset or energy, it pushes them away. So energy clearing for negative emotions that are coming up, they're going to come up in waves. They have nothing to do with your twin flame. Oftentimes they are from past karmic baggage with old partners, childhood, old wounds, even past life wounds coming up. Okay, so we have the Truth card. This is throat chakra. It's like Queen of Swords, but that is what is happening this week. A lot of clarity, insights, and truth is going to come out about your love life, especially Monday. We have a little bit of a hazy, foggy energy coming up with some of these alignments, but it's going to bring you clarity. Watch out for projections. I get to work with you guys, so I get to see what's going on in your head. And a lot of what's going on in your head, it's you're not seeing your twin flame side clearly, and you're not meant to, because separation is like a curtain has been pulled between you both, okay? It is literally like, it is the veil, and the veil comes down in the separation. You're only allowed to see certain things. You don't know everything about their journey, and you're being guided to work on your own side of the journey. And so oftentimes your ego goes crazy with making up stories. A lot of what's going on in your head is actually affecting your manifesting, and because your beliefs create your reality, and it's not real as well too. So we have this kind of energy coming up for Monday's alignment, especially. There's a lot of projection energy too. This is literally where you guys have these whole negative narratives and stories about your twin flame that aren't even real, and you're putting them out there and creating blocks, and things like that. So be mindful of those kind of energy too. You may be blocking your own connection, and this is where clearing and healing the energy blocks come in. I always say, do twin flame block clearing on my website. It's going to help a ton because each negative thought is connected to an energy block. And you guys have been thinking this stuff long before your twin flame. Oftentimes they're just within your system. So this is where the energy healing comes into. Okay, so we have, this is not for everyone, but I want to talk about, because I see this is very common, the ghosted, no communication. And this is where your ego gets triggered and you're hurt in an ego injury kind of way. And you're like, you know, a lot of you guys are not ready and you have anger or a lot of negativity like we're talking about your twin flame. And it just kind of depends. You're going to go through that abandonment and rejection wound. You have to. You can't carry it with you into the 5D. It's going to be triggered regardless through your relationships, through your love life, but so much more within the twin flame journey. You're supposed to be at a higher spiritual energy as you're going through this, and that you should be able to handle this, but it's bringing up a lot of neglect energy. This could be childhood neglect or just feeling that your twin flame is not there. And they're most certainly not in the separations. It could be bringing up old childhood wounds and things like that. And it feels like you came so close to this oneness, right? And it was ripped apart and you're not understanding it in the ego sense, and that you need to become whole in your own, so that you might feel like you were left with half of a soul, literally. Well, you need to become whole in these areas. You need to face your own wounds, triggers, and things like that without using your twin flame to mask these things. This is why they've been pulled back. For those that are in separation, this is important. You need to take care of your own finances and emotional needs. Maybe some of you guys have been doing that for your partners, where you're used to, oh my God, I used the word caretaking. You're used to caretaking people as the feminine, and you've been used to, whether you've been unhealthy in your past connections when it comes to energy and money, and the two are kind of connected together. So if you've been relying on past partners for finances or energy, not healthy. If you've been giving too much energy or finances, not healthy. You each need to be independent on your own in these areas, or you're not flowing as should. So Capricorn season is all about finances as well too, and flowing into our finances, whether you're being guided to get new ideas, things to do, or get your work in order. This is going to be an important part of the connection too. This can affect things. Sometimes in separations, it's because you need to really master yourself and to work on yourself too. Okay, for some of you guys needing to find forgiveness, I say you got to be ready for this. And this is where the healing comes in, where you need to be ready with an open heart for your twin flame. You're going to go through these phases of different types of separations. You've done this so many lives with them, and you come back together, but you need to heal your heart. It could be old wounds with past partners where you're looking at your twin flame in that way and projecting on them. Old hurts from the masculine that had nothing to do with them, or childhood, or how you're seeing them. It could be things that have happened within your narrative with your twin flame. You've created it on every level, needing to let go of it and just start anew. 2024 is the perfect chance to do that. We're always shifting to new timelines. I noticed a lot of glitches. You guys noticing the glitches? Like things have changed in your reality. You're noticing different things as we moved into this new year, because most certainly we're moving into higher frequencies as well too, and even higher timelines. You're shifting right now. You need to work on thinking that your twin flame doesn't want you, or that you're not good enough for them on some type of level. They want you badly, just as badly too if you do. They are a mirror soul. They mirror all of your feelings all of the time. In intense emotions, and you can probably get why you need to do some of this inner work. It's about how you're feeling internally as well too. Divine Feminine, you've been shown a lot of unhealthy ways to deal with your feelings, whether eating them literally, masking them with alcohol and different things, avoiding them, whatever it is. You're being guided to really get emotionally grounded and emotionally balanced. You're looking at your twin flame side of the story a little bit too much, but a lot of projection, and it's not real of what's happening. If you're in, especially, it doesn't matter the state, they're going to mirror that. In separation and you're not wanting anyone else and you're doing the inner work, them too. Some of you guys have a lot of projection going on of what they're doing on their side and things like that. They're going to mirror you in every way. In union, you're seeing a lot of their side, but it's up to them to do the inner work. And this is important too. So you see a lot of their stuff too, but it's up to them to make the changes in their life that they're needing. All right, so we have a lot of celebrating different events. We have a lot of cosmic energy events. Let's use this card for that. We have a lot of celestial events that are playing out, especially right now. Tap into these energies. You want to be using them. I am doing activations for the 8th, the 9th, and the 11th. most notably, I do it a little at a time with what's coming at us, right? And you want to be tapping into these energies. The 8th and the 9th are powerful alignments. We have a few alignments. We probably have 3 events happening every day, but I've picked the Moon and Venus events that are playing out because this is powerful for your love life. Yes, I want to be helping you guys to release and heal love blocks, things coming up. I want to see you guys all in this beautiful union, and you can manifest it, and you might need a little help with it, but you're meant to come into beautiful balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and this is very important too. So you want to be tapping into these cosmic energies. We can channel them into healing, shifting things, manifesting, powerful energies coming at us. Make sure you guys have checked out my shop too. I have everything up there for this week. Make sure you guys are booking some activations. We'll put you so far ahead with your union path. Okay, we have travel. Is there distance between this person? And it could be, I talk about different countries, right? Okay, some of you guys might be traveling. They might live in another city, different countries, but it also could be separation or distance in the union where suddenly they're pulling back, or having different things that are obstacles coming up in the union where you guys should be in smooth union, but X, Y, and Z is getting in the way, right? And things like that. Things getting in the way, let's talk about that first. Needing to clear this stuff instead of being like, I don't want to say negative Nancy about your situation. We're learning how to use the power of energy clearing and healing. Get at me on my website. Third parties, we clear that. We get rid of it. Karmic's in the way. We get rid of that. Old energy, negative energy, we get rid of that too. Any type of obstacle, get at me with it. So we have obstacles that are coming up. They might be different. Okay, we are supposed to be getting into your spiritual path with this connection. This is a fated meeting. You were meant to meet this person. Maybe you've messed it up on some level. If you're in a separation, yes, you need to look at your own sabotaging behavior and insecurities that may have gotten in the way and ruined this connection to heal them. And you're going to have to anyway. So we have this as a fated connection. It's meant to be. It's a destined connection, but we have something that has kind of gone off. It could be you feel it wasn't the right timing. It's always the right timing, right? It could be waiting on divine timing. And that's, again, a karmic energy. Okay, divine feminine, you're not following your intuition. You're not paying attention to the insight that you're getting. I said that about me, right? I tell you how it is. I try to tell you guys how it is. Some of you guys don't like that. Listen to the messages that you're receiving, whether from other people that are trying to help you. The universe sometimes will be speaking through people and giving you messages, right? And some of you guys are just trying to shut it out. And this is ego. Your ego may be blocking your connection. If you have a lot of negative stories in your head, negative thoughts, this is blocking your intuition and your guidance. And so it's important that you're also unblocking your intuition. Solar plexus work coming up so that you can better receive and hear the messages coming through. All right, we have the Queen of Swords energy. You're not supposed to stay in this victim mentality about the past. This is anger coming up from the past that you didn't deal with in the past, from past relationships, inner child wounds, and it's come up and it's become a block in your twin flame situation. If you feel anger for your twin flame, you're not seeing the higher view and you're not meant to. This is old energy from your past that you're projecting on your twin flame. So we have this kind of energy that the past had to happen. Every single experience, you might not understand why. You need these lessons, especially when it comes to love. If you're feeling anger about anything in life or about how your twin flame situation went, do that twin flame coaching. You need to go through and heal your inner child a lot more. And I've developed my own way of doing that because I've had to go through this process and the ascension, and that's what I do, right? So I've got the tools from all of the people I help and been able to kind of do a lot of study and working on it. I've also wrote a couple of books on things like healing and healing attachment theory and inner child healing and things like that. Queen of Cups, being immature. This is low self-esteem coming up and being manipulative. This is what I see with the people who first go into separation. They're being very manipulative to get their way. They want union and they're doing things that are actually derailing union and blocking it and not really understanding. It's like a child throwing a tantrum and trying to get the toy that was taken away, right? And you get very inner child. It's like your inner child has come up. It's the things that you're saying where you guys have messaged this person a ton of really negative stuff that pushed them away and caused the separation. You guys were in contact generally and it's completely derailed it and they don't want anything to do with you or they're not talking to you. So it's like the inner child tantrum has come up as well too. We have this energy that has come up maybe already in the connection or it's coming up in how you're feeling. Twin flames are telepathically connected. You're communicating all day long. If you're sitting there thinking negative thoughts, that's coming up in this reading a ton about your twin flame. They're getting them and they're staying away from you. So that could be causing issues in it. or blocks. And this is like a reading for everyone. So make sure that you are doing this healing so that you're not derailing things that you want in life. 10 of Pentacles. This is like family issues. This is money issues or family issues that are coming up too. Once again, kind of connected with the healing. It's affecting your cash flow though. If you're not healing, so when we are flowing, we're flowing in abundance. We're doing great, right? We're happy, we're lit up, we're attracting more. When we're in these lower vibrational states, separation, it will affect your finances and how you're flowing. So oftentimes you guys are hitting rock bottom through the twin flame separation because you're not feeling good, you're not doing a lot, you're doing the minimum, you know, things aren't going great. Maybe you're more stressed and worried about your relationship with your twin flame or money and things like that kind of coming up, needing to flow, which is unblocking the chakras. So we have a sacral energy coming up. We have a lot of family issues affecting the dynamic, and even money issues might be coming up. This is your wake up call. Your twin flame is here to wake you up and to trigger you and show you ways that you need to wake up more too. We'll say, oh no, my twin flame is unawakened. No, they're here to wake you up on some level as well too. So this is awakening, getting more clarity and learning karmic lessons. Your twin flame will also be your karmic teacher. They will be your guide. They will play many roles for you during your awakening as well too. They're here to show you the work that you need to do. Oftentimes some of you guys are doing that work by yourselves in separation, or you're going to do that work together when you're ready to enter into that phase. So you go through phases. You'll usually start out together, or you wouldn't be motivated to do the work. So you start out getting a taste of how good it could be. You go into the separation, and then you're meant to carry on that work in union. So different phases happen. Divine Feminine, from this reading, you need to surrender to the process too. So we have that ego surrender that needs to happen to shift something around this situation. And then we're going to do a reading for the masculine, for the Divine Masculine, to see where they're at. Divine Feminine needs to rise and do this work so that the masculine can become more healthy as well too, and in balance. It will help to flip the situation, whether flipping the situation or the script. Needing to change the narrative through you doing the work. If you were acting as karmic feminine, your divine masculine would have been acting as karmic masculine too, mirroring that. When you can become the divine feminine, your twin flame will also mirror that as the divine masculine. So let's just go ahead and pull some cards for the divine masculine. Just as the universe brought us together, it pulled us apart. You'll see this is past your control. You wanted union so bad, you pushed for it, you threw that tantrum, right? But actually, the universe did this. It's actually helping you to map out your entire life and your divine life plan as well, too. So divine masculine might be feeling a little bit more that it was on a higher universal level if you've had to go through this, too, that you will be brought together and even pulled apart at certain points in your journey. And this is an important part of things, too. Divine masculine, working on yourself and allowing the universal forces to guide you together. And I'm going to keep going with the divine feminine because it affects both, right? Divine masculine, listen to your guidance. You'll get told when to talk to this person, when to message them, and when not to. Divine feminine may not realize that divine masculine is following their inner guidance. And so if they're being told to stay away from you or not talk to you, that's something on a universal level, right? For both, because you guys are going to know what to do, and the guidance is going to come from past yourself. Listening to these universal energies as they're guiding you, masculine, they're going to help also to guide you back together when you're ready. Trust me, we were fated to meet, and I am your destiny. You have one destined partner. It's why all of your other connections will not work out. And in fact, when people try with the karmics, and oh my God, the masculine has much more of this capacity to try to go looking, right? And it could have been in the past. You'll find that they weren't the one. They weren't right for you. Maybe you just knew it on a soul level. Maybe you kept looking. You knew something was off. We have that energy coming up. Have faith in the universe. This is bigger than both of us at the moment, and it really is as well too. It's going to be playing out across your spiritual awakening, your ascension, all of your connections, but especially your twin flame connection. You're going to know you're the one, although it might not look like your typical relationship. Just kind of depends on that. Have faith in the universe. This is bigger than both of us. at the moment too. And then this is important too. So this is something, I think I just did that card, but it's bigger than both of you. Like what is playing out? This is the fates of why do people meet in certain circumstances in the divine timing. There are, I call them the fates, the nodes of fate, the forces of fate, destiny, the universe. A lot of that's playing out above us astrologically within the cosmic energies. There is a cosmic energy that is guiding you much bigger than yourself. So allowing these energies to guide you into union, divine masculine, you'll know what to do. And no matter how much how your path is looking, you're being guided into union at the point where you meet your twin flame. Yes, the path to separation is the path to union. Yes, the work that you're doing karmically or on your own is leading to union. Once you've met this person and they're around you, they're closer than you think with that too. Things are not over between us. It just wasn't the right timing. And then this is important too, because it might not have been, we have that divine timing as well too. It's not the right timing. If you're in a separation, it wasn't time yet, and that you have more work to do. Separation equals healing work, and there's no way around it. A lot of people will think they can message it, call 10 times, and your energy is still at the same state. You have to change your energetic state and raise it up to a 5D level. And so it just kind of depends. So if for those that are in separation, raising up your energy, doing that energy work to raise your spiritual frequency. And this is important too. Don't give up on the connection. That's the worst thing that I see. Is people giving up on the connection and trying to like date and it doesn't work out 10 times and they're not figuring out why. You're not meant to. If you know this is your twin flame, if you've been guided, you'll have dreams of them, messages, you've seen a lot of posts on them, and it's important that you're doing the work to reach union, or you'll cause more blocks and more pain. It'll just delay the process. I wish I could go back and start it over, and things have played out as they should, but sometimes our ego can't understand that. Like if you guys are at a better place, this is taking you to a better place though, and this is important too. So we have a lot of, we'll say, changes that are happening to the masculine from this. You're changing as a person. You're becoming a better person. You're clearing your energy. It doesn't feel like that. In fact, you've had to face a lot of energy purges, yucky energy, and healing work on your side of things, but you're cleansing your energy. You're clearing your energy from this person and the effect that they're having on you. There's not a second of the day that you're not on my mind. And this is important too, because you're thinking about your twin flame all of the time and they're thinking about you all of the time. There's a strong magnetic pull and attraction to this person. Even across time and space, you're quantumly entangled. This is something I was posting about this new moon 111 portal. You are quantumly entangled. When you guys are thinking negatively, guess what? It's not feeling good on either of your energy. When you can think positively about each other, it's going to be the game changer, because you guys are going to be feeling it, sensing it, and kind of pulling towards each other, right? So there's a push-pull with twin flames. Thinking negatively, they run, they push. And then thinking positively, they magnet, they come, right? They chase, and things like that. So you're needing to learn that too. You guys are quantumly entangled. It doesn't matter if you were on a different planet in a different universe or different country. You guys are feeling each other all of the time on an energy level as well too. And twin flame is a journey into your energy and healing your energy and learning about energy as well too. So just kind of know that they're thinking about you just as much. You need to heal and open your heart chakra for more of this connection. Divine masculine is being guided to heal your heart chakra. In fact, you might be a little bit guarded with your heart, and this could be maybe you were single for a while, or you feel that way in the separation, but even in separation, you're definitely not. You might feel alone, or that you've been isolating and that you've needed to do that for your spiritual awakening and your spiritual journey. And people say, why? Your twin flame might have put you alone, or you were already there. This is part of your spiritual awakening. You need to go into that hermit energy sometimes so you can spend time with yourself. The worst thing that we can be doing is filling that time with addictions, drinking, spending time with meaningless connections, friends, to dull that, because you guys are meant to be by yourself, to be experiencing this spiritual awakening, to doing that deeper inner work. When you sit by yourself, you're able to reflect, you're able to think a ton. So we have this masculine, for those that are kind of away from their feminine, you're getting clarity, and you need that to clear your energy, to do your side of the journey. So the spiritual awakening might have you alone more than ever before. Like, right, in the 3D, we're more in the 3D with the crowd. In the 5D, sometimes you guys go through these phases where you're needing to heal yourself and be by yourself. We have a lot of positive things that are going to happen since Jupiter has shifted direct, we'll say this year, right? Or just has, there's going to change your finances. I always say there's going to be money that's going to come out of nowhere, things you didn't expect. Let's see, if you're having financial issues for the masculine, praying for it, getting smart with your finances, putting your finances into your energy. So we're going to have a lot of shifts happening. You're needing to put your 3D money into the 5D, which is yourself, your energy, doing energy healing, doing energy work, things like that, getting better on the 5D level. The 3D is going to go through a lot of transition, and it's going to affect all of us on the planet. I'm not going to go too into that during this conversation, as this is a love reading. All right, so we have some disagreements that have come up. Expect miscommunication. We're still in that Mercury retro shade, my favorite, right, for the next couple of weeks. Take care with your words. You guys can misunderstand each other. In fact, you guys come from different realities, different worlds. Things work differently. If you're in separation, or separation energy could be from misunderstandings and things that are coming up, not seeing eye to eye. All right. Masculine feeling like they may have missed an opportunity with you. They might feel very overwhelmed. Stress is draining. It's really bad for you. It's bad for your skin. It's bad for your energy and things like that. We have that stressful energy. If the masculine's in separation, they're just as stressed out as the divine feminine. Might be having sleep issues, different things coming up. All right, you need to heal your heart chakra. This is going to heal the connection. It's going to heal your divine feminine so they're feeling better. But also there's a soul contract with this person. There's still a soul contract in place. Your journey is not over. You know that. It's just probably getting started for a lot of you guys. You guys have made these soul contracts together before coming to Earth. They're going to be very important in the near future with your twin flame of what will play out. But you have this energy that you need to heal. You've had the other karmic partners, betrayals, friends, things that didn't go good in the past that have kept you guarded and closed off, needing to heal your heart kind of energy from these old wounds. And several, not just one connection. It's been like several. I love it. It's the three. Sometimes we think of a third party. I'm not going into that. Some of you guys, yes, masculine if you have karmics around. So what happens is you guys oftentimes merge chakras and the karmics part back up. And this is a masculine side reading, so we'll stick to that. You might have, come really close with your twin flame. You started to really get along good, and the karmics kind of pop back up because there's stuff that needs to be completed. Now, I love this card. We can think of it as third party or a karmic card, but we can also think of it as, and maybe it's not just one relationship that hurt you. Might have been three, right? Might have been multiple that you're healing from. And these might be other hurts too. This could be death, loss, things that you've had to let go of, but generally it is a karmic energy. Watch out for the karmics in your life. They're going to be anyone of the karmic feminine that isn't your twin flame. Ace of Cups, a new beginning in love, a new relationship. And this is one of my favorite cards of the deck because it indicates new beginning energy around your love life. Things are just going to take off, start over. And if you're in a separation, you're needing to come back together and completely start over with the relationship at that point. If you're in a union, this is like taking it to the next level, feeling really, really good. When you guys are in separation, feels horrible, huh? I told someone this morning, it will actually get worse and worse. You'll feel worse and worse about it. And this is to wake you guys both up to how important the connection is and to treat it that way. Now, when you're in union and you guys are together a while, you're going to go to such high states together, just hanging out. You don't have to do much. I always say I spend a lot of time just hanging out with my twin flame, and it puts you in these really, really feel good energy states when you're in union as well too. So just kind of know that. All right, we have the King of Wands energy though. This is needing to honestly take care of some of your goals. This is not stepping outside of your comfort zone. If you've been trying to hold on too much to the 3D or the material or the old in your life, and you're not flowing towards the new, which is your twin flame union. So we have your life as is and then the union, and you're being guided to kind of move into this 5D level as well too. You need to step outside your comfort zone. This is going to make you feel very uncomfortable on every level, energetically, on an ego level. That's okay. Trusting you're being guided forward onto a new path. So this is showing masculine at a crossroads between your old life and the 3D and the 5D right now. Page of Cups, reverse. This is not talking. This is obsessive energy around your twin flame journey. Negative energy coming up. For some of us, not everyone, because I'm feeling pretty good about my situation, but I see a lot of people, if your divine feminine is in a very negative energy about you, it's going to be feeding you negative energy all day. It's going to probably make you negative about the connection back, and you might not know why. Like you're feeling kind of negatively about this person. Don't want anything to do with them, right? Don't want to talk to them, that kind of energy, and it's coming from the flow of energy. So it could be negativity about how you're viewing your twin flame, the situation, or things like that kind of coming up. Be mindful of that. If there's negative thoughts coming up or negativity around the connection, it's from the flow of energy. Strength reversed, and this is low self-esteem too. This is fear and anxiety. Your twin flame wants you so much, but your past relationships and even your childhood have left you with low self-esteem. And then I see patterns. Let's talk about a common pattern I see up. Rejection patterns within relationships, where you guys might have gone through breakups that have all been the same. You might have had one relationship where this happened and it seeped into your other relationships, and you think everyone's going to leave you, or they have, or reject you. It could be people not wanting you back, all different things that have affected you that have become patterns in your life. So this is also about healing these deeper patterns so they don't come into your twin flame situation. Some of it's from childhood and childhood wounding, healing your solar plexus, knowing that you deserve the most amazing twin flame union thing, but you have some toxic patterns that are coming up in this reading around your love life too from the past. Being mindful of these things, being aware of your patterns. I'm always pointing out the patterns and people are like, what? Like, it's obvious to me, right? But sometimes you're so in your patterns, you're not noticing the negative stuff that's coming up around your connections, different connections, or even your twin flame journey and things like that. Being aware of the patterns. And this is why you guys should get at me to be doing some of these healings and sessions, because I'll help you a ton with recognizing and even breaking these patterns. And this Capricorn new moon is an amazing time to be breaking toxic patterns around your love life. Ace of Swords, a breakthrough, new ideas and new beginnings. And once again, we have that, but we also, this is a karmic legal balancing, karmic justice card too. It's clearing legal matters or karmic matters and shifting into these positive energies, learning the lessons of your karmic past. Some of you may be stuck in karma. It could be with other people, situations. It could be like literally court stuff like divorce, court cases. It could be karmic relationships, things that have popped back up that you're not fully free from, that you might feel kind of stuck in or immersed in or kind of trying to move through. Or maybe some of you guys need to let go of them and you haven't fully let go of them, but these things are in the way of your twin flame journey. We have the Empress card. This is abundance, beauty, femininity, sensuality, and nurturing and flowing. So your twin flame is meant to be in this, has mastered these things, mastered their energy and their flow. If you're in a separation, one or both of you has it. It might even be on the other side and your side. It doesn't matter. You're each going to be pulled back, as I said, to do your own kind of part of this journey. But this is like that divine feminine of the mother. So I talk about the light feminine and being tapped in as a beautiful mother, nurturer, flowing in abundance, has their own gig going, right? Has their own job, side hustle, whatever they're doing, right? They're doing really good in their life. Like divine feminine should be tapping into these 5D energies and should be creative and getting these sparks and ideas and things to do and fueled up. Doesn't matter if you have a 3D or a 5D job, you should be doing better and better at it and learning how to flow and things like that. So this is representing your divine feminine energy as well too. And then in the higher of it too, just kind of depends on where you're at. In union, you guys are around each other, you're going to come into so much abundance. Like when you guys are just happy and in harmony in union, your jobs are going to start to do really, really good. You're going to make a ton of money. You're going to be flowing. You're going to be in these higher states as well too. So we have this kind of energy coming out through the reading. Okay, I'm going to go in that note anyways, but recommending you guys are doing readings and healings with me too. Make sure you guys are checking out my healings that I have. Specifically, I have some up for the 8th, 9th, and 11th. Those are huge shift days this week too. Make sure you guys are just booking in my shop with my healings. Just go with what resonates. Someone was asking me, right? It's all going to really help you doing some energy work with your ascension. I, of course, do readings and teach classes like Reiki and Sekhem. Make sure you're booking me on my website.